Luke 17, verse 25 downwards. It says, but first must he suffer many things and be rejected of this generation. Which generation? Is it a present, past, or futuristic term?
Present.
Present. First must Jesus suffer many things and be rejected of this generation. So, one thing we must be aware of is that this generation will deny Jesus. We are seeing the world today. It says, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. So if you want to know what will happen before the rapture, study what happened in the time of Noah. It says, in the time of Noah, they did eat and they drank. The married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. So we see one thing that was so evident before the coming of Christ is that the focus of many will be taken to pleasures. What is narrated there, the center point there, the message there, is pointing us to be aware of lust. Watch out against lust, pleasures of this life, comfortability. It says, likewise also, as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lord went out of Sodom, they rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. You see, he's talking about lust. Eating, drinking, buying and selling. Still lust. Amen? But the same day, okay, verse 30 of Luke 17. Even though shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. In that day, he which shall be upon the housetop, and his top in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let it likewise not return back. So he's talking about, here he's talking about focus. Keep going, don't look back. So if you will escape distraction this time and not be a victim, don't look back. Somebody say don't look back. Somebody say don't look back. Looking back there is just a descriptive term. In other words, as you have made up your mind to serve God, as you have made up your mind to do His will, as you have made up your mind to come to church, as you have made up your mind to be prayerful, as you have made up your mind to fast, as you have made up your mind to win souls, as you have made up your mind to do the biddings which He has called you to do, He said, don't look back. And then, in verse 32, he said, remember Lot's wife. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. Whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So the key to living in a time like this, or like in the time of Lot and the time of Noah, is to live not for yourself, but to live for Him. He that loses his life shall have it. He that saves his life. Many are not in church because they want to get something to eat. They want to save their life. The systems of the world are doing everything to start. But then we are seeing the way to start is to allow yourself to fall. You think what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It means in this era, if you will escape, you must be totally dependent on His grace. That is the communication that the Bible is trying to communicate there. The Spirit tries to communicate. He that loses his life shall have it. He that keeps his life shall lose it. In other words, total dependence on the grace of God is the cure for seasons like this. For those who think they can work money enough not to be hungry, hunger will deal with them. For those who think they can save money enough not to be stranded, financial challenges will not leave them. For those who think that, no, let me run to my business place very early in the morning so that I can sell, they will not instead sell. But those who depend on the grace and the mercy of the Lord, in times like this, they will escape. We must understand one of the greatest battles man has always had with God is the battle of surrender. Man has always tried to help himself right from the first sin man committed. Adam, where are you? I am naked. God didn't ask you whether you are naked. It was a question of location. Where are you? It's a geographical question, not a domestic science question. Where are you? I am naked. Cover your nakedness. You arrange your fig trees, your boughs of fig tree, and then you cover yourself. The one that can see through the darkness. You're hiding things from him who lives. So the problem of man has always been to yield to the grace of God. And this is a message that the church needs. Because many Christians today, they are not serving the Lord. And each time you confront them, they will tell you, I had this to do, I had this to do, I had this to do, I had this to handle. The truth is, that is what Satan will use to destroy them. They don't know how they can allow their problems be with them and trust on God to handle it. Why are you not in church this morning? My business. You know, if I don't run to go and send the money, I will not send. My line of business, you know, if I don't run to go and buy the money, I will go with everything. Man has always tried to help himself. But the truth we have seen here is that he and keeps his life shall lose it. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. Verse 33. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So the way to preservation is losing. The way upwards is down. The way to receive it is giving. The way to preservation is releasing yourself to his protection. We are in very, very delicate moment. And if you escape, Your hope must be on His grace. Not what you can do. Not what you can do. Your hope must be on His grace. You say you will be rejected by this generation. The rejection there is not like they'll say, no, Jesus will not love you. The rejection that he's talking about is that man will despise the place of grace. There will be coronavirus, and instead of people gathering to pray, they will call doctors to begin to try different kind of vaccines. There will be political challenges, and instead calling for the ministers of the gospel, prophets, to bring the counsel of God. They will invite Rosicrucians, members of Amok and Illuminatis to come and do incantations.